Ah, there you are. Greetings from the Erie Coast. This is Matt Shad. And this is another episode of the Zoot Report, Sunroof Edition. Let's go. Oh, it's a beautiful day here in Northeast Ohio. It's Friday. Finally a Friday. Look at that sky. Beautiful day. It's currently, it says 85, but I think it's lying. Yeah, it's probably in the 80s. I think it's like 87, 88 here in Northeast Ohio. Here in Cleveland. Yeah. So what are we going to talk about? How about the new Umayyad and new Abbasid Caliphate? What the hell is that? Yeah, that's it. That's what's up. If you haven't seen what happened to Spain, oh my God. 50,000 Moroccans and others just stormed the beach line, stormed the beach like Normandy, started just rioting and destroying. I mean, they just fuck, full-on invasion right there, all because their president said, "Hey, come on in. The water's fine." Spain is a very welcoming country. We are, yes. Very welcoming. Welcome. We welcome you. We welcome you, immigrants. Come on in. And they did. Literally, they just swam right across. Swam. Most of them swam. Yeah, swimming. It's a thing. People can swim. Yep, at the Straits of Gibraltar. I've been there. I've been through there. Yeah, the only place I stopped at in Spain was Rota, Spain. I really didn't have a chance to hang out there. But I went through the Straits of Gibraltar. That's pretty fucking cool. Houses on the sides of massive cliffs. Seen the Rock of Gibraltar? Yep, houses on the sides of massive cliffs overlooking the water. Pretty badass. That was back in the 90s. Yeah, I went through there, twice. Did 2 mid floats. But yeah. They're gonna build a caliphate. They've already started doing it. They're allowing them to do it. You know, I've been talking about it for years, absolute years, about the whole EOs, the Elita cultists. You can call them what you want, the WEEF, Committee of 300, whatever, the WHO, whatever. Klaus and friends. It happens. I don't think they understand them. I really don't think they understand them. They're allowing all this migration in Europe to destabilize things, right? Demoralization, destabilization, crisis, and then normalization. Winning. It is the rules of subversion. In the most very simplest of terms. noticed. DEI is here to stay. Yeah. Diversity, equity, inclusion. Yeah. You need some culturalization. I mean, American culture is a little different. It involves defiance. Yeah. Lots of defiance. I mean, just look at the flock cameras. The deflock.org, whatever. Deflocking. The deflocking that's going on. That's okay. They'll just retool. Think of something else. And then it'll take the population a while to get a hold of it, figure it out, and go, oh, okay, you gotta switch gears. You gotta switch over to this now. Alright, can you hear me better? It's 86 degrees. Hard enough, y'all. I don't have air conditioning. So yeah, the Umayyad and the Abbasid, I think it's, I forget which one's which. They covered the Mediterranean. The Europe side of Mediterranean and the Africa side of Mediterranean. Hundreds of years ago. They stood the test of time for a long time. Then they lost it. Now they're back to reclaim it. Yeah, the funny thing is they had to fight for it last time. But they did the exact same thing to take it over. They just started mass migration. Mass migration. That's all it took. You get the mass migration going. That sets up your logistics. What the fuck are you doing, bro? Just slamming on brakes. Once they start their mass migration, they can start to breed. They can start. Now they have places to hide. Now they have a sympathetic population to their cause. Asymmetrical warfare. Now they can hide. Now they can be resupplied easily. And it's the government allowing it. It's facilitating it. The actual government is facilitating the destruction of their country. I mean, you know, Potato did the same thing. Just open the borders. All these people start coming in. I'd say there's more than 20 million now. And most of them are fine, upstanding, respectable people. And we have a secret weapon. We have a secret weapon against radical fundamentalists. Capitalism. That's a great thing. It really is. If somebody's been living in a desert, living in a shithole, everybody dies, nobody makes it past the age of 30 because they're either blowing themselves up in some kind of jihadi thing, or they're dying of dysentery or something, right? Or drug use, or violence, you know. There's nothing there cultural food. You know what that means? That means that for thousands of years they didn't figure out how to make a hamburger. I mean, how to make tacos, how to make a spaghetti or pizza. Oh, there's so many, like, you know, tyrannical things they can't do. They can't, you know, you're born a loser. You're born in a caste system. You're stuck. You're stuck being a sheep farmer unless you join the Umayyad or Abbasid Caliphate. Or the countless other radical fundamentalists. Umayyad and Abbasid are like the two sides of the Muslim world. One side believes that Mecca in Saudi Arabia is the Mecca, and the other one believes that Petra is the Mecca, which was the original Mecca, Muhammad. Anyway, and they started warring with each other. You could also say the Shiites and the Sunnis, right? So basically, there you go. So Shiite, Sunni, and they love, hate each other. They fight each other. They kill each other. They help each other. It's a weird kind of thing. I don't know, but they are now poised to take over Europe, and they're allowing them to do it. Yeah, I mean, and these are shit third world countries. I mean, seriously, third world countries. Somalis, the Moroccans. What the fuck? I mean, they got nothing. They don't have good health care. They don't have good intelligence. Right? No schools. I mean, it's horrible. Women are absolutely oppressed and raped. Boys too, dancing boys. It's lawlessness. It is. It's just absolute lawlessness. People die all the time. And that's just came to Spain. Like 50,000 at once in one day. There's already a lot already there. They've been, you know, slowly coming over. You know, they make it in the boats. There's even reports that a lot of them were delivered via truck, via plane. Sound familiar? Yeah. Replacement migration. It works. Now, the United States of America, we're large. Extremely large. Large landmass. So, 20,000 immigrants come to this country, legally or illegally, it doesn't matter. I mean, it happens anyway, you know, through the proper channels and all that shit. Or illegal. But what's illegal now? If the government is allowing it, it's not illegal. They make the laws, right? Right? They make the laws. Just asking for a friend. And you notice most of Europe, they don't have guns. That's okay. We have guns. But we also have a lot of immigrants. But, like I said, we have capitalism. And capitalism requires people, especially from other countries, everybody, to play the game. and it's by the sweat of your brow or the capacity of your wit that you can be successful. Welcome to the land of opportunity. I mean, I've seen people with, they buy a squeegee and a bucket and some Windex, and they just start doing windows. Next thing you know, they've got a truck. Next thing you know, they've got a pressure washer. Next thing you know, they're hiring employees. It's like, whoa, wow, no shit. Landscapers start out with a push mower. Then you get a weed eater. Then you get a riding tractor. Then you get a truck with a trailer. Then you get more trucks and trailers and employees. Boom, you're blowing up. It's easy to make money here. It is. I mean, really, it is. I mean, everybody knows about delivery drivers. I mean, you can just be a delivery driver. You can be a taxi cab service, for Christ's sake. You can make money here. You just got to be able to do the work. And you figure it out. Figure that shit out. And you figure out how the system's fucking you. And you fuck the system back. I mean, what's the worst going to happen? Right? I mean, the Phoebe and ALS, yeah, Homeland. They before 9/11 and after 9/11, we all know 9/11 was kind of a yeah, I'm gonna say it. It was an inside job. Sure was. Yeah, it got us into a war, just like this one. Right? So yeah, wait for that. But we don't need no black flag or black swan false flag thing to happen here. We're just gonna do it. You know, because America. But in Europe, Europe's trying to pick the UN is trying to pick a fight with Russia. They're trying to they want to take down BRICS. And that's why we're going after Iran. Now, Iran's not the most, they're not the nicest country in the world, right? They're the largest promoter of terrorism in the world. Absolutely. Hundreds of thousands of people have died by their command, by their actions. Absolutely. I agree, they should definitely be taken down. But is it our job? Is it solely the United States' job? I don't think so. Because what Iran has done is allowed themselves to become just, oh my God, they can't be touched. Strategically wise, they win. They don't have the numbers. I mean, they've got some. They got millions of people, I guess. But what they have is they have a major strategic advantage. That's why nobody's ever touched them before. You know, and that's why Israel hasn't gone after them yet. Israel and Iran are mortal enemies. Each one wants to destroy the other. But they can't. Now Israel had to elicit the help of Big Brother. Israel's always been, on the verge of destruction. On the eve of destruction, right? I mean, we had our Cold War, they've been having a hot war for a long time. Long fucking time. And now they convinced us to go after Iran. Just us. Nobody else. Nobody else is helping. Just the great US of A. Once World War III kicks in, I don't know. We'll see who our allies really are. We're playing ball. We're playing right into the elite of Kota's hands by taking out Iran, by putting pressure on China, Russia, and by doing the replacement migration in Europe, creating crisis, because they're ripe for crisis. They are. The people of the Europe countries, they really have no way of protecting themselves, like the United States. You know, if the people of the United States said that's enough, we're done. All right, which could happen. It is a threat. The government knows this. That's why they're ramping up their social engineering. If we do that, if we say that's enough, we're done with this bullshit, going back to a constitutional republic, not a democracy, and certainly not a communist regime, a techno-autocracy, might as well be communist. It boils down to government will always become too big for their britches. And now there's a world government. I've been preaching this for years. I think since the first day I came on. Now we're seeing the fruits of it. Now you hear everybody. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's talking about what's going on. How these world governments, this world government is taking over. You know, creating. It's gonna blow up, folks. It's gonna blow up. It is. I mean, this world's gonna be in turmoil. And it starts with Europe. It does. I mean, it really starts with Europe. Just think about it. Now we get GWAT 2.0. Oh, wow. GWAT 2.0. And this time it will be global. All over Europe. I mean, think about that. I gotta stop. Yeah, I stopped. Gotta stop. Why not? I got brakes. The only thing that stopped the caliphate here, which it is growing, it's absolutely growing. You can see it in Michigan. You can see it in your cities. You know. Oh, you can see it in some of the rural areas. You know, little Hobby Dobby stores popping up everywhere. You know, and they always do the same thing, right? It's always something like cell phones, vape shops. You know, bullshit that nobody fucking buys. You're telling me that there's a massive market for vaping and extremely cheap cell phones? I mean, really? Tobacco? Head shops? I mean, it's bullshit. And it's a scam. It's a way of laundering money. It really is. And yeah, they send that money to back overseas. They sure do. Of course they do. Of course, they enrich themselves, but their business model is a little different than ours. You start seeing halal, and that's how it starts. You start seeing all these shops being, bought out, being popped up everywhere. Where it used to be, Joe's bacon sandwiches. It's now halal. Halal. It's now the halal deli. You're like, what? Why? What the fuck? Everybody's wearing dirty or clean nightshirts. Women they got their own police. They got their own Shia police. They start introducing Sharia into the community. There's places that cops and indigenous people of Britain cannot go. They will get ran out. They will get ran the fuck out or ran the fuck through. I mean, if y'all have noticed, it's a powder keg. It's a powder keg going on. Crime is run rapid. Parts of Europe used to be beautiful. It used to be beautiful. Used to be safe. I mean, they we're talking communities that have lasted for thousands of years. Now being overrun with the worst people that don't care. They just want to just take everything. And it starts with that demoralization, the humiliation of 50,000 fighting age males assaulting your beach, running through your community, breaking into stores, breaking into residents, breaking into homes, just 20 of them just running right in, busting out windows, getting right in there. And yes, they're raping, pillaging, and plundering. That's exactly what they're doing. And the government of Spain facilitated it. The governments of Europe facilitated it. And yeah, it's a two-tier system. A two-tier justice system. If an indigenous person gets jumped by some, I'm going to say, by some halal, by some halals, that indigenous person is arrested. And the halals are allowed to go free. They don't pay money for tickets, bus tickets, train tickets. They just yeah, whatever. Okay. They get checks from the government. I mean, ours do too. We've got immigrants still receiving checks. Okay, they're still receiving checks here. And the administration, our administration is like, oh, we're cracking down on this. No, you're not. I don't see no mass deportations. There should be ICE on every corner. There should be a lot more. But you're not seeing it. They're being allowed to just do their own thing. To be fine. Okay, girl. Business as usual. So, what happens? What happens? Well, this is all part of the long-term plan to radically change the governmental structure of the world by the one world government. And we are lucky enough to be the strong arm of this new government. Yeah. We get to hang on to our freedoms a little bit longer than most because we're doing all the fighting. Yep. That's it. What the fuck? We are the ones doing most of the fighting. We are the ones providing the munitions for most of the fighting. And soon we'll be providing most of the manpower as well. That's right. No other country has what we have. So we'll watch the rest of the world descend into chaos. And we'll have a major role in doing it. And you'll start to see more and more tyranny throughout the world. And we will not suffer as everybody else will. Where we will suffer will be our bank accounts, our money. Yeah. I mean, because let's face it, the money is a scam. It is. It's this fiat currency thing. It's a scam. Really. I mean, it used to be who has the most gold, to who has the most dollars and metal coins, to who has more zeros behind their name. On a computer. It's I mean, really. I mean, if you were a tier 1 society from another universe, another planet, galaxies far, far away, and you were able to look down upon this Earth and understand everything, right? Like this idea of money and ownership, and you're like, what the hell? What is this? They're freely working themselves to death. They're giving this substance they call money to the government and to commerce, to capitalism, to... Now, I love capitalism. I do. I really do. But, you know, the whole idea of money and the way that it's used, it's, you know, it's it's used as a weapon. It's used as a control mechanism. Wow, it's sure cool when you get some, though. It's really cool if you get a lot of it. Eventually they'll do away with money. You know, have that UBI, and after the UBI there'll be no money. There'll just be, you live here, you work here, you eat here, you die here. But yeah, Europe is gone. It's the Calaphate. The Calaphates are going to usher in this new world. This new world order. And see, the thing is, everybody thinks that they're going to win. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thinks that they stand the chance. You know, like the Calaphats. They feel like they have a chance to take over the world and win in this whole thing, this whole world domination race. I mean, because it is. It's a race for world domination. They're sadly mistaken. They were beaten before. So yeah, thank you, folks. That's all I got, really. Your thoughts, please. What do you think's going on? Why is Europe falling? Why is Europe being, destroyed from within? Because they're ripe. That's how I look at it. They're ripe for it. It's ready. They're ready. They're ready. They got no guns. They got no rights. The only thing they got is maybe some Molotov cocktails, which might be enough, actually. The night of the long knives, the night of the baseball bat. I mean, it's there. So I don't know. Is there a chance? Tell me in the comments. Is there a chance for Europe to come out of this? I mean, we're definitely seeing, some pushback coming from Ireland. Even Spain tried. But then the police arrested them. Like, no, what are you doing? No. Let all the people come in. Let them all come in. It's free. It's do what you want day. Here in Spain. They have a free pass. So yeah. Thank you all very, very much for hanging out with me on this Zoot report. We will do Lackluster Fridays later on tonight. And yes, we will, we're going to do something special. And I'm talking about Faith Fuego and her husband Rick. Please show up and show out. Open panel discussions and lots of fun to be had. And hopefully we'll raise some money. Hopefully people will give to the cause and help a sister out. So thank you all for hanging out with me today on the Zoot Report, Sunroof Edition. That's right, deploy knife hands, skull.